Hello and welcome in Machine 2 workshop. My name is Gakwis Robert. I'm going to talk about riveting. First of all, let's understand what is riveting. Riveting is a forging process that may be used to join parts together by way of a metal part called a rivet. It means that a straight metal piece is connected through the parts, then both ends are formed over the connection, joining the part securely. A rivet is a permanent mechanical fastener. The fastening may be classified into two groups. Permanent fastening are those fastening which cannot be disassembled without destroying the connecting component. Means that permanent fastening is a method used to make a fasten in order that disassembling it is not possible without destroying the connecting component. For example, using brazing, welding, and also, of course, riveted joint. Riveted joint, in order to disassemble connected component, you have to destroy the connecting component. We have also temporary or detachable fastening. Detachable fastening are those fastening which can be disassembled without destroying the connecting component. The example of temporary fastening are screw, by using a screw, keys, quarters, pins, or spring joint. But the topic of today, it is a riveted joint, which is classified in permanent joining. So, what is a joining process? A joining process, it is a method or it is a process used for joining machine component. The process of joining machine component, it is also called joining process. The joining of elements into a single body, it is known as fabrication. During fabrication, we perform different processes, include cutting, bending, and assembling. Now, we will see how we can join the component or the element to form in a fabrication to form a machine or a bucket. Or the major production include the fabrication process. In production, used to produce a finished product. You have to use rivet, you have to make cutting, to bend, and so on. But today I choose to tell you how can you do a riveting in production, of course. Metal joining process are broadly classified, as I said, into welding, soldering, brazing, and so on. Also include riveting. Now we are going to see how you can prepare the work for riveting process. First of all, you have to prepare the workpiece you need to be fastened. Without going far, I have already developing this bucket to perform the many functions. Now, The process of making this includes cutting, bending, and folding, but the necessary of today is to know how can you rivet this, make a rivet on this edge. First of all, we have to decide type of joint we used. Type of joint I'm going to use, it is a rivet. These are the rivet of different size. Those are called a brand rivet. We use those machine, hand riveter or pop rivet. Pop, it is a brand name. We can call it hand riveter. This is also another type of riveter. If you want to apply a joint, rivet, we already know it is a type of joint, a permanent joint. You have to choose type of joint you will need to use. You have two types of joint during riveting. One is butt joint. Another type is lap joint. After to select all those process, you have place the combined workpiece on table. Combined workpiece that I have is this one. I am going to make a rivet. After place the combined workpiece on a bench table, you have to clamp by using C clamp. You may also use a bench vise. It will depend how the work it is. But on my work, I'm going to use C clamp because it is not easy to rivet it by when it is clamped into a vise. Clamp both sides so that during drilling it will not move one side. During riveting, you will need to drill a hole in a metal piece. This hole, it have exactly the same size to the rivet you need to insert into that hole. You will also need a handy drill to drill that hole. This handy drill, it is powered by electricity. You have also, because we need to drill a hole, you will need also automatic center punch. I will use automatic center punch. First of all, you have to mark where you are going to drill a hole. And then a drill bit, which is inside in this hand drill machine, it has the correct size of the rivet I need to insert in that hole. For example, this drill bit it has 5, and my rivet, which is called blind rivet, has also 5 millimeter. I think that you already know how to remove, to move and insert a drill bit into a hand drill. You have to use this drill key and make sure it is well tightened. By following the center which I have been punched, I'm going to drill a hole of 5 millimeter diameter. After drilling a hole inside, you look on the size of rivet you have, and you put this probe rivet inside the pop rivet. And then you put this and you pull away. You make sure this rivet head is overlapping to the workpiece you need to join. And then you start to pump. You complete the stroke. Pump. You have seen that rivet probe, it's already cutted. Then you see how can you make a rivet, how can you do a riveting by using a pop rivet or hand riveter.